Sally. Oh, guys, dancing around that, mate. Flip it out. I don't know we're gonna make that. Oi. Behind me is the brand new BMW M440i, and in this video I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this car. We're going to take it for a road review, and also we're going to see what it's like around a track. Okay guys, so at a first glance, this BMW M440i, particularly from this angle, this rear quarter, looks very, very, very nice. I love it in this spec, in black. It just works. It looks really nice with the black wheels. Also, you'll notice as well straight away, BMW have now started to offer red calipers, which, well, it's about time really. It's been a while coming. They've always seemed to have gone blue or gold, and it's just nice to see that's an option now. Also, the fact that we've got a black car makes the front grille look a lot more stealth, which in my opinion looks, well, it looks much better. Of course, as well, what we get in this, we get the BMW Laser Lights, which are just incredibly good lights. I love them. I say in every video that I film with BMW cars that have laser lights, but believe me, they are worth every penny. Now, what we've got here with this 4 Series, we've got a 2-door coupe, but I would expect to see a convertible and eventually a grand coupe version of this coming soon. In terms of power and performance, this BMW 440i runs 374 horsepower and 500 newton meters of torque. It's also got a 48 volt mild hybrid system to couple against the 3-litre turbo 6-cylinder. With regards to its actual performance, we'll get 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds, and the car is limited to 155 mile an hour top speed. In terms of the kind of linkage to the gear, to the engine and gearbox, we get an 8-speed automatic box, and I think some owners are going to be disappointed, or potential owners will be disappointed, that there is no manual option on a 440. You have to go for the fully fledged M4 to get that option. In terms of the wheels, we have 19-inch wheels on this, but you can opt for 20-inch wheels as well, which I think will fill out the arches a little bit more. And really give it a bit more road presence. Although this looks absolutely, I really like it. In fact, from this kind of passenger side profile view, I really like this car. In fact, there's almost an element of BMW 8 Series going on, kind of towards that rear quarter. Yeah, in fact, actually, that does look very 8 Series, kind of from this part here all the way down. But I think what BMW have done with this new 4 Series, particularly around the rear of the car, it does look very, very good. Now, taking the 4 Series as a comparison to the old car, the new car now is 28mm wider and 127mm longer as well. In terms of options packages, you get things such as the M Sport Pro package with sprint mode, which is kind of a new thing for the 4 Series. Now, an important note as well for all the UK cars is that all of the UK cars have gone with an M Sport trim, which I think is amazing, because I think if you went smaller wheels, for example, it wouldn't look anywhere near as good. As we now take a look inside the cabin, you are greeted with what is a kind of very familiar, very good looking BMW cabin nowadays, with the kind of virtual style cockpit in there, the very nice BMW steering wheel, which is heated. We've got some very nice kind of leather door cards here with kind of memory heated seats. In terms of boot space, well, let's take a look. Boot space is pretty vast. It's very square. I think it's about 440 litres of boot space in here. In terms of infotainment, you get this kind of very nice operated system 7. It's going mental now because I'm using my hands. Of course, it comes with gesture control, but you get a 9-inch screen as standard, or you can opt for the 10-inch optional extra, which I believe comes part of the tech package. Also, for the first time, you get Android Auto in this as well, which is great. So it's not just limited to Apple CarPlay, and I believe that on the 4 Series now they've also given the option for using your phone as an authorized key to get in and out of the vehicles now, same what they've done with the M5. Now, with all of these extra options, how much does that kind of bring a base spec BMW 440i into the equation for? Well, if you wanted one of these, you've got to pay £53,900 for a base spec one, and then obviously if you start to tick options in, that's where the price could kind of hike up a bit. Wow, that is a quick 0 to 60. BMW say 4.5 seconds, I say closer to 4. That felt quick. And you know, sometimes when you just jump into a car and you get a good feeling, I've got a good feeling about this 440. The way it delivers its power is pretty bang on, if I'm honest with you. You can really ring it out, but you don't need to. There's so much low down torque in this thing. It's a very impressive first impression, and I have to give credit there. 374 horsepower, 4.5 seconds to 62. but it's more the way it feels. It has got that kind of sporty look to it. The fact that it's lower, a bit longer, a bit wider, gives it a bit more road presence as well. And when you really start to throw this thing around, you really start to unlock just how cool and capable this car is. As we're in a little bit of a village here now, I can talk about the seating position. The seats are very, very comfortable. We've got the little is it a massage seat button here? No, it's bolstering button. So obviously we've got all this bolstering here to really hug you in. These kind of red leather seats are brilliant, really, really good. I'm seated low, I've got good visibility of everything. The car doesn't feel massive, it feels quite neat, quite compact, which really is what you want from a kind of sporty coupe. But then when you really want to open it up, you just unleash it. Look at the way it changes gears as well. It really does have a good feeling when you drive it as well. It just wants you to keep going. And this is on the public road, you know, you will never really be able to stretch the legs on this 440 enough on the public road. You really need to get it onto a track, which is why I'm going to bring you shortly a few clips of this car being absolutely battered out on a track by a very famous British Touring Car Championship driver, Paul O'Neill, which you guys might remember from my M8 competition video. Now I'm in Sport Plus, but if I just drop it back into comfort to give you the other element as well of just how good this car is the comfort side of this car gives you so much luxury. You know, I've got a really comfortable position here. The suspension is nice and soft. The exhaust quiets itself down. It's a very pleasurable drive, this. You've got the Harman Kardon sound system as well, so if you wanted to listen to your music, you can do it at ease with peace and a very comfortable ride. The moment you want to go back in to have a bit more fun, open up Sport Plus and goes. You know, it's very, very compliant, this thing. For an X-Drive as well, you do feel a little bit more rear wheel slip, which kind of shows the fact that it is still rear wheel bias. And it does feel very fun to drive. It is relentless power. And the scary thing is, guys, is that this is the 440i. Imagine what the M4 is going to be like. The M4 competition of this car is going to be ludicrous. So I've run you through the spec of the new BMW 440i, and thankfully I'm joined with a very familiar face, Mr. Paul O'Neill. We seem to meet regularly at Goodwood, don't we?
All the time. Yeah, it's all good, thanks. Good to see you all.
All the time. So for those who are subscribers of the channel, so I'm just trying to do this COVID friendly thing here. Those who are subscribers of the channel will remember that when we did Festival of Speed last year, Paul took me out in the M8 competition and we burnt the absolute daylight out of that car off the line. And over 400,000 of you enjoyed that. So we're in the new 4 Series and I'm just keen to see what it's like as a driver's package. And Paul's gonna do exactly the same, mate.
I'll give it a go.
Give it a go. So let's do a couple of laps in this thing. All right, here we go.
Let's go.
Around that, mate, flip it out.
I don't know we're going to make that.
Oi! That's it. Oh, look at that bit power slide out this corner.
I didn't think that was going to win.
Mate, we flipping did it. I'll tell you what, mate, it's a compliant car, this, isn't it? Flipping out.
It's quite nice.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, solid brakes. Around the final mate, you're a legend.
Oh,
absolute
God.
Legend.
Scaring myself here. Dear me.
Flipping hell. Well, there's a fast lap of the Goodwood Motor Circuit with Mr. Paul O'Neill and a very scared Stef. Oh my God, this corner here. Flipping out.
God. I am properly worried now, mate.
Oh, send it, Sally. Well, there you have it, guys. That is a quick, fast lap in the new BMW 440i. Paul, thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it. Guys, make sure to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done already. A massive thank you to BMW for the opportunity, as always. If this M440i is this good, I can't wait for the M4. Anyway, my name's been Steph. You guys have been awesome. Make sure to subscribe for plenty more content. I'll see you all very soon on the next video. Take care, guys. Bye bye.